hit the button on the TV.
We have been talking about relative and ultimate dimension, which our teacher Ty refers to as wave and water, reminding us that most of the time we think of ourselves as a wave. We are moving, we are doing things, we are reacting to situations and experiences. And we frequently forget that we are also water, meaning that we are always in that space of, or could be in that space of calmness, recognizing that when we go deeper into the water gets much stiller than it is on the top. So the same thing happens with us when we're ready to deepen our practice, when we're ready to connect with that part of us that's ultimate. We go deeper into meditation, into other practices. So let's move to the next one. These are some of the things that we associate with each dimension. And because we've seen this slide before, I'm not going to actually explain it very much, but just to say that in our relative lives, in our historical life, like right now, we are in this wave period, and we're kind of abiding by linear time. We can look at the clock and see what time it is. We can look at the calendar and see what day it is. Or we can look at a clock that just says now. I don't know if you can all see that, but because it is always now. It might be 5 after 6, but it's also now. In this relative dimension, things are always changing. It's impermanent, and we are involved in our daily activities. We are involved in different kinds of relationships, with work relationships, sangha relationships, intimate relationships, all kinds of relationships. In this relative dimension, we also grow and we learn things because it's all changing, and because there's so much potential. This relative dimension is essential. It's part of being in this particular life that we're in. So you can't be in this life without, at least I don't think you can, without living in this dimension. And it's persistent, meaning that when we're here in this relative dimension, it seems like that's the only one, the only thing. This is the realm of doing. The ultimate dimension, tide, compares to water. And this dimension transcends time because it's always happening now, and it's always here. It's always available because it's always here. It's easily accessed, meaning we do it every time we meditate. We do it in other situations where we're really connected with whatever we're doing, really present with it. This ultimate dimension is a continuous flow. It can't be divided up into minutes or hours or days. It's just a continuous flow. And of course, this ultimate dimension has many benefits. Most of them we know, but the next slide will tell us. This is the dimension of being. Okay. So in this dimension, we have in the ultimate dimension, we have the opportunity to experience equanimity, which we can also foster through our practices in daily life. So when we are in that place of equanimity, we're unbalanced, unbiased. I don't mean to say unbalanced, I meant to say unbiased. We are in a neutral place. We're fair, we're just, we're impartial, we're inclusive, we're balanced. And this is kind of where we'd like to be in our relative life. So we need the ultimate in order to help us attain this way of being. Next. So here's a really nice picture of a wave and a reminder from Brother Chi Sing, our founder. He has a song in which this is part of the lyric. When the journey's long and the road gets rough and we cannot find our way, we can turn within to the source of truth and remember once again who we are. The source of truth meaning the ultimate. Next. So last week we sang this song and I want to come back to it, but let's go to the next slide and talk about some of the other ways that we can navigate both of these dimensions. We've already done it today with a walking meditation. We've had some guided meditation. We've done a silent meditation. We've been very still, and I can't say that all of us have been present with whatever is happening, because you know what was happening in your mind. I don't, but we have been still and we have been present to some extent. So we've already been navigating both of these dimensions. Some creative activities that we can do include singing, painting, drawing, reading, hiking, camping, exploring in nature. That's a really long list. Some of these things you probably practice. Other things maybe not, but whatever's in your wheelhouse is something that you can do. One of the things that Paul said at the very beginning was to think about how you practice mindfulness in your daily life. And that comes into this creative activity. It often doesn't look particularly creative, but just sitting like I do, sitting out in my backyard in the swing is very, very restorative, which leads to creativity. Often my inspiration for a haiku poem happens when I'm just sitting out there doing what looks to be nothing. We can also access both dimensions when we're reading and when we're sharing with friends or sharing with anybody, actually, because we begin to understand another when we're sharing deeply. And when we're reading, we often can read things that we wouldn't have understood or even thought about if we hadn't read them. So that's another way that we experience navigation of both of these dimensions. I'd like to say, kind of bottom line, if we want to connect both of these dimensions continuously, or at least often, then one way to do that is to let your being inspire your doing. And I gave a little example and asked you to think about during the week to think about how you want to be that day. So I don't know if any of you were able to do that, but Alex and I have been doing that, just intending how you want to be that day. It's, for me at least, it works beautifully to inspire how I act during the day. So a way of being kind of sets a tone for the things I'm going to do during the day. So try it. You might find it very helpful. So in this little part called creative activities, we're going to do some singing, some chanting. Let me stop here and see, before we move on, what other kinds of activities do you use to help you connect with both of those dimensions?
Neil bowing in.
Thank you, Neil.
Well, aren't we always connected to the wave? So we don't really have to do anything for that. No?
No, you don't. But I'm talking about connecting with both dimensions simultaneously.
Well, take a walk in the park, walk in a trail. Outside.
It is, absolutely. Anything we can do that helps us to get some clarity or helps us to clear the fog that's sometimes in our heads, anything is helpful to connect you to both realities.
Paula.
Oh, go ahead, Paula.
Okay, sorry, couldn't hear the others. I like to do a yoga practice or mindful movement, just moving and listening inwards with my breath. And it always puts me in a different dimension. And when I'm done, I always feel lighter and more creative to take on something else. So I usually have a lot of ideas that come to me after or during that time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Paul bowing in. Yeah, I think I kind of alluded to it in the check-in, but I'll double down on what Neil suggested, which is doing nothing. And I find if I can kind of successfully do nothing for a few minutes, things will often arise that have really been there, but I've kind of not wanted to pay attention to them, or have successfully ignored them, yeah, it's kind of like some truths reveal themselves in those moments of doing nothing, and they're not always comfortable, but they always seem worth being aware of.
I'm glad you said that about the thoughts not always being comfortable, because it happens for me that sometimes I have ideas that sound pretty much impossible for me to achieve. Or at least that's the wave part of me talking. You know, it's like, well, I don't think I can do that. And so it's sometimes these encounters with the ultimate reveal some fears and take me out of my comfort zone. Pretty much what you alluded to. Anything else? Okay, then let's back up and let's start singing. You know, it feels like to me that if we were closer together, we could hear one another better. So I'm gonna request that everybody move up a little bit. Because we are gonna be doing quite a bit of singing and chanting, and it's more fun when you're kind of doing it together, I think, anyway. So the first thing that we're gonna do, oh, Alex, let's go back to that. Now, we sang this last time, but we haven't sung it a lot, so we need to sing it more often so we can begin to actually learn it. Cornell and a couple of his friends wrote this song, and it's beautiful. Okay, Cornell will play that introduction. That's where you see all those bars with the rest in them. you. I think we sounded good. So another song that kind of would get us, I think, in the mood to do something more fast, something faster. But just to remember that we want to do all of this with an open heart. So let's sing Open Wide My Heart. Okay. Let me see if I can. Open wide my heart. 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 Sing it to yourself. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide. And now to all of us. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. Open wide my heart. All right, let's pick up the tempo. Open Namo Buddhaya. Namo is just, I looked this up so I could explain what it is. Namo means in appreciation of, or taking refuge in. Mostly I think it's just appreciating or paying homage to. So we're paying homage to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and at the end, Namo Namah, which basically I think just means that's the end. But we're going to chant this many, many times. So I know that some of us know it. Let's see, where can I get this? I wanted to, I don't know if all of you can see this. This instrument was donated to us by a really wonderful person named Austin Ahn. And we have a Shruti, but ours is old and still plays, but it only has one register. This one has 3. So it's gonna give us a beautiful sound. This is how this one goes. As soon as you feel like you can sing it, join in. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Namah. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Namah. Is there anybody here that would play this drum or can play the drum?
Oh, there's a djembe over here.
I'll give it a shot.
Hey. We could also use some of the little shakers.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before. You play this?
But you go ahead. I'll be a shaker.
Can you hand me a shaker?
This is me improvising an instrument. I don't.
Yeah, maybe other people would want a shaker.
It's a drum, I'm sure you know it better than you think.
speaker.
I know the Easter eggs.
So we're gonna start about like we just did it, and we're just gonna get faster and faster until we can't sing it any faster. Oh, I got my hand full with this. All right, are you ready? Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Namah. 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 Namo Buddhaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Namah. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, 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 Namo Sanghaya, Namo Namah. Okay. All right, you guys are good. So we need to, I think, do a slow one, because the next one I wanted us to do is at the top over there, it says Gachami. Gachami basically means I take refuge. So we sing, I take refuge, and then it says Buddham Sharanam Gachami, which means I take refuge in the Buddha. And then we'll sing the same thing twice. And then we sing to the Dharma. But let's do a slow one first. I need to get my voice relaxed. So let's do Avalokita. Avalokita, of course, is the Bodhisattva of great compassion. And this one we sing, it's very, very simple. Oh, wonderful, we have a piano. It goes like this, and those of you who know it, sing it with me. Avalokita, 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 Avalokita. Alex, let's have a bell. Just one bell. All right. Okay, gotcha me. We start on gotcha me,
Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, 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 Buddham Sharanam 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 Gacchami. Gacchami, Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, 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 Dhammam Sharanam 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 Gacchami. Gacchami, Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, 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 Sangham Sharanam 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 Gacchami. Gacchami, Gacchami, Buddham Saranam Gacchami, 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 Buddham Saranam 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 Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam 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 Gacchami, 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 Buddham Saranam Gacchami, 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 Sangham Sharanam 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 Gacchami, 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 Buddham Saranam Gacchami, 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 Buddham Saranam 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 Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam 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 Gacchami, 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 Sangham Saranam Gacchami, 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 Sangham Saranam 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 Gacchami.
One more like that.
Gacchami, Gacchami, Buddham Saranam Gacchami, 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 Buddham Saranam 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 Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam Gacchami, 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 Dharmam Saranam Gacchami, Dharmam Saranam Gacchami.
gacchami, 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 sangam sharanam gacchami, 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 sangam sharanam 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 gacchami.
Do you think about anything else when you're doing that? No. That's what chanting is good for. It helps us to let go of all the other thoughts because you have to concentrate when you're singing something like that. So the next one, and maybe the last one, is the Medicine Buddha. I think it's nice to know that the part that's written underneath the Medicine Buddha, the vows of the Medicine Buddha. And some of this we kind of allude to when we say our Bodhisattva vows, but when we're doing homage to the Medicine Buddha, we are, I think there's a little more, if you could scroll down just a little bit. No, I guess that's right. Okay, so says to provide sentient beings with whatever materials they need to survive. Can we take turns reading this? Drew, will you read the next to help?
To help relieve the destitute and the sick.
Uh-oh.
To heal mental afflictions and delusions.
To help the oppressed be free from suffering.
To relieve those who suffer from hunger and thirst.
To clothe those who are destitute and suffering from harsh conditions.
So when we chant the Medicine Buddha, I think it's good to remember these vows and to remember that this is why we are invoking the Medicine Buddha, remembering that the Buddha resides within us. So this one, maybe I'll just say some of the words because I don't know if everybody knows the words. It's Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishajay Guru Vaidurya Prabha Rajaya Taga, I can sing it, but I can't read it. Taga, thank you. Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tajata Om Vaishajay Vaishajay Maha Vaishajay. And this Raja should go on the next slide. Raja Samudgate Svaha. So, you know, if you kind of get some of the syllables wrong, who's gonna know? I don't even know if I'm saying it like a person saying it in Sanskrit. So it's the intent that matters. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishajay Guru Vaidurya Prabha Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishajay Vaishajay Maha Vaishajay Raja Samudgate Svaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishajay Guru Vaidurya Prabha Rajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishajay Vaishajay Maha
Vaishashe Raja Samutate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vaidurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishashe Vaishashe Maha Vaishashe Raja Samudate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vaidurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishashe Vaishashe Maha Vaishashe Raja Samudate Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaishya Guru Vaidurya Pravarajaya Tathagataya Arhate Samyak Sambuddhaya Tadyata Om Vaishashe Vaishashe Maha Vaishashe Raja Samudate Swaha.
Okay. So the last thing that we're gonna do is a circle dance. And for that, we need to put away most of these cushions. I think if we made the circle like you would need for noon, then we'd still have enough room since there aren't that many of us here.
So in other words, leave about 6 cushions, right? About
Up here, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take the front row, kind of push it around the table.
It's on that page.
I'm looking for something else. I was
Oh.
trying to be sneaky over here.
Oh.
I think I won't succeed fast enough.
Are you wanting us to sing something else?
No, I wanted to bring up Chiseng leading Namo Buddhaya for after we're done.
Oh, yeah.
But keep the Zoom session on so we can share to the screen or something. It's gonna be ready to go.
So the words to this are, we all come from the spirit.
Oh, we're doing that
Oh, no, we're not doing that one. No,
We're
we're
not?
not doing that one.
The ocean
It's
refuses.
not on there. The ocean refuses no river.
Oh.
The ocean refuses no river. Amitabha, Amitabha. That's it. So Cornell is gonna show us how to do it.
Okay, we don't need this thing. We need a lot more space.
So we have a kidney, but.
Yeah. It's hard to do the kidney dance. Okay. But we still need hands, so we're, okay, so we start out by doing the side to side thing to the left. The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river, no river. Okay, now you turn to the right, still holding hands. You go twice as fast walking. Amitabha, Amitabha. Hold it. And now on the last Amitabha, You put the left hand on the heart, the right hand swoop, and follow your right hand in a circle. And all of you who turned left, turn the other way the next time. Okay, now grab hands. Amitabha, Amitabha, swoop to the right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river. Turn to your right. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river, no river. Amitabha, Amitabha, grab the hands real fast. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Aerobic faster. The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river, no river. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Faster or slower? The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river, no river. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses. Now staying still. No river, no river. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. Back for our Lunar New Year celebrations, we used to have about 100 to 120 people at them, and we'd be doing that with 100 people. And she sang would do it faster. We were flying in those circles. And you also pile a bunch of drummers in the middle to keep it going.
Well, so any announcements? There's a lot of stuff happening.
Announcements.
And speak up so the people online can hear us or get close to the microphone.
Okay.
I mean, announcements?
Yeah, since we're all just standing, we'll just keep standing.
We'll wave at people.
Yeah.
Where's the camera?
Do we have announcements?
I feel like I wanted to thank everyone for working hard and also participating in Giving Tuesday. And I'm so happy that I keep witnessing the community's generosity and just presence alone is a gift, but like it's good to see all these different ways we're fueling our community together so we can keep doing this connecting community, gathering together. And if you remember when the Touching the Earth date is?
The 9th?
Saturday.
This coming
This
Saturday.
coming Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Usually I have my phone for cheat sheet, but I don't have it with me. So this coming Saturday is Touching the Earth, practice led by Bobbie and Cornell. So if you enjoyed this practice, I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. And it's a Plum Village tradition too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's a beautiful practice. So it's
What's the time?
2 to 3:30.
Do we need to register or just show up?
yes.
Yeah, register.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think events this month wise, that's it. Yeah.
You want to say something about the 50,000?
I was gonna go backwards
Oh,
in
yeah.
time, yeah, and say, on Friday, we had our annual Sanghas meeting where we sort of present a little more on like the business side of kind of how we keep DMC alive. It's just.
Yeah, go ahead. I couldn't make YouTube not speak.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, is Paula trying to say something? Or what's happening? So anyway, I just wanted to say we did manage to remember to, I managed to remember to record it this year, unlike last year. So if you were not able to attend, but you are interested in that information and kind of what was discussed on Friday, that recording is available. I don't know if it's like publicly posted.
No, it's not.
You
Just
can always
request and
email.
we'll give you a passworded
Yeah,
version
you
of it.
can always
yeah.
email info@dallasmeditationcenter.com and we'll send you a link where you can watch that. And then, yeah, kind of part of that, maybe I'm stealing June's thunder, but, our end of year fundraising goal, which is still on the wall, has been $50,000 to kind of bring us through the fundraising season in September and just now, but really through the end of the year. And so we're kind of just over halfway there to the goal, but that remains kind of an ongoing fundraiser. So if you didn't get to participate in Giving Tuesday last week, or you've got a pile of capital gains that you need to offset with some charitable donations, we will happily provide that vehicle for your tax benefits.
And if you can connect me to any potential donor looking for good cause to support, I would love to have one-on-one with them, meet with them. So connect me to organizations or potential donors. That would be very helpful.
So Cornell, do you want to